Okay, in the last video clip we have seen what the concept of logical entailment is. Okay, I will just mention here there is a symbol for logical entailment, that is P logically entails C. So just for a quick revision, a set of sentences P logically entails a sentence C if and only if every truth assignment that satisfies P also satisfies C. Now, assume that we have one such set of sentences P and I have the C also. By set of sentences, what do we mean actually? We have many propositional sentences. Maybe this is A, B, A, these are some hypothetical set of sentences which constitute P. And then I have one sentence which is the conclusion. And I am finding logical entailment between them because all the truth value assignments that satisfy P also satisfies the sentence C. So that is why I can say that P logically entails C. Now tell me one thing, that if this is the relation, if I negate C, I create a new set of sentences in which all those sentences from P were there are there. These are the sentences from P, and I have added, say for the nth number of sentence is not C. I have created a new set of sentences. Is this set of sentence satisfiable? No, because by the concept of logical entailment, all those truth value assignments that satisfy P must also satisfies C. And if you have observed that there is a if and only if condition. If and only if condition means it applies from the other end also, that all those truth assignment that satisfies C will satisfy P also. So if all those truth value assignments, for example, let me take A equal to 1, B equal to 0, C equal to 1. A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 1. Maybe these are the propositional variables that are making up these sentences. Just assume that 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 0. Okay. This is just an illustration. Assume that these three assignments satisfy all the sentences in P. This means these three assignments also satisfy the sentence, this conclusion. which means it will not be able to satisfy not C, because if when C is true, then not C is false. So when I make up a new set of sentences, and if I find out what are the truth assignments which satisfy this new set of sentences, I will be able to find none, because there are only these three assignments that can satisfy P, and these three assignments will never be able to satisfy this conclusion not C, negation of conclusion not C. So I can say that the set of sentences P union not C. Why I have used this is a set, right? New set of sentences. I have one set as P, and I have added with that set of sentence what? Not of this C. When I already knew that there is a logical entailment. So if this is the condition, if I know that there is a logical entailment, I can say that P union not C is unsatisfiable, right? Again, let us go the other way round. I say that this is my P and this is some statement Q, say, and I say that all truth values, okay, let us take this is not of Q, some P of not Q, not of Q, okay. So I have a set of sentences P, and now I have a statement not Q. So, and I tell you this information that P union not Q is unsatisfiable. This information is given to you. This is given. If P union not Q is unsatisfiable, this means that all truth assignments that satisfy P does not satisfy Q, does not satisfy not Q. This is because P union not Q is unsatisfiable. Am I right? If that is the case, then those assignments only will satisfy Q, because the assignments that are not satisfying not Q, they will be satisfying Q, because negation of false is true. So if some truth assignments which are satisfying P are satisfying Q, then what can I say? I can say that there is a logical entailment between P and Q. So observe here what I did. I said first that given there is a logical entailment between P to C, I can comment, this was given to me, I commented that P union not C is unsatisfiable. And in the second case, it was given to me that I have a set of sentence P and some statement which is unsatisfiable, and I reached the conclusion that and I proved that P logically entails Q. From this information we can make up a theorem. What is the theorem? The theorem is called the unsatisfiability theorem. And it goes like this. If and only if means I have to prove both way, from this to this and from this to this, but this is what we have done actually in our earlier slide. If you see, we have done that only. As you can see here, we have started from this and went up to this. This is forward side, and we have started from this and reached this. This is the backward side. So unsatisfiability theorem we have discussed and we have proved also. But why is this unsatisfiability theorem important at all? Because understand the flow of study. We want to do reasoning. For reasoning, we have got this concept of logical entailment. Right? Come to the definition of logical entailment. If and only if every truth assignment that satisfies P also satisfies C. Right? This takes us back to this satisfaction problem or the SAT problem. We have to, for finding logical entailment, we have to find all truth assignments that satisfies P. So from here we have got up to the SAT problem. But it has got a exponential complexity, as we have seen. So ultimately my reasoning is getting stuck at the exponential complexity. So this unsatisfiability theorem is another way around of proving logical entailment. Here this is the satisfaction side. The other way for finding logical entailment is this unsatisfiability theorem, as we have just discussed. But as you can see, the unsatisfiability for finding logical entailment, here we have to find if P union not C is unsatisfiable. Now we have to find whether a set of sentences are unsatisfiable or not. So, from the problem of finding the truth value assignments that satisfy a set of sentences, now our problem has boiled down to checking whether it is unsatisfiable or not. If it is unsatisfiable, I can say that unsatisfiability theorem is passed and there is a logical entailment. This is for sure. So our next phase of study or flow of study will be how to check whether a set of sentences is unsatisfiable or not. Thank you.